Good morning, everybody. Happy Aloha Friday. It's almost the weekend. Beautiful sky behind me. I mean, such a nice day out here in Neva Beach. The background behind me almost looks fake. But no, it's real. And I'm coming here today, again from my office out here in Neva Beach, talk to you a little bit about life insurance today. And a topic that's somewhat controversial, but I wanted to give kind of some more information on it. And that's life insurance on children. So if you think about what life insurance, what the base reason for getting life insurance is, then the thought of getting a life insurance policy on your kid is somewhat horrific and somewhat controversial. However, there are reasons to secure a life insurance policy for your child, and I'll kind of go into some of those reasons. The first thing is rates are low. When they're a kid, they usually don't have to worry about things like obesity or high blood pressure or cholesterol driving up the rate. You're going to assume that they also don't smoke, so that also is going to make the rates low. So you can start a permanent life insurance policy on them and pay pretty affordable rates. Now, the second thing is these permanent policies are going to build cash value. So this gives an opportunity for somewhat of investment type product, but not really an investment like putting it in the market, but you can fund a life insurance policy that then builds cash value. A lot of people will then turn the policies over, the ownership of them, over to their children when they do become adults. And now they have a nice cash value component to play with, if they want to buy a house or buy a car or anything like that. So there's that. And then cash value, of course, does build, kind of not, exponentially. It builds on a compounded type of growth. So you can really see some nice returns coming from the cash value. Another reason is something that's that I've had to deal with personally, and that's in guaranteeing their insurability. So if you start a policy on a child when they're really young, the underwriting is going to be really limited. So you won't have to, they won't have to go down and get the physical exam and all of that stuff. And they're almost always going to be insurable. Now, if something were to happen, say, in the case of something that happened very close, to me, and the child eventually develops, epilepsy or something to that effect, after that episode, it's going to be difficult to get life insurance for that person, for that child. But if you get it early on, before any of these things, present themselves, then the child is insured, and you have a guaranteed insurability factor there. So just a couple reasons to consider. Again, the primary reason people get life insurance is, of course, in case the insured dies, and that's a horrific thought when you're thinking of your child. But there are other reasons to consider. Like I just said, guaranteed insurability, lower rates, and then the opportunity to start building cash value early on that you could later turn over to them and have them control some sort of a cash value portfolio that they can use for investments to better their lives down the road. So just a little bit of my take on life insurance for juveniles. That's 17 years old and under. It's a personal thought. Both my kids have life insurance policies. Again, I am an insurance person, so that makes sense. But if you have any questions on this, give me a call. I'm at 808-265. I'm sorry, that's 808-689-9770. You can email me at mdixon@allstate.com, or you can find me all over social media. Have a fantastic Friday, a great weekend. Whoever you're cheering for this Sunday, I hope they do well for you. Should be a pretty entertaining game.